Hey guys, I'm just doing some work on my custom charger. I made this, I don't remember, anybody who doesn't know what it is, I made it out of a Cobra DC to DC inverter. I basically gutted it and put a buck booster in there. As you can see, there's the parts. Each heatsink here is from the original DC to DC inverter, and each FET is on each side of it. It's hot glued with pins through into these HP server fan here. It keeps it pretty cool. Hasn't blown up yet. Then I got your amps adjustment and volt adjustment. The only issue I'm having with it is when it's sitting idle. These pots are very sensitive, and if they even get moved a little bit, my voltage is off, and I have no way of telling what the voltage is. So what I want to do is add this. This wasn't actually on my e-bike, but I would like to put it in there. I'll Dremel a hole or something and to set that in there. But from what I've been looking up, I think the gray or the white wire is your voltage, or the red wire is your voltage. This one only goes from 3 to 30 volts. That's the power of the board. This is your pack voltage, and then this is your negative. These two here share the negative. So I'm going to put one on the back for the 12 volts and the other one on the front for the full voltage. I even reuse the sockets. They're the outputs. This is not set up yet. It will be eventually. Most of this is plastic on the outside, so I'm pretty sure I could probably Dremel it out and just set this right in there. It would be nice if I could just set it right here on the inside. I can cut one of these wings off of it. It's not a big deal. Actually, it'd probably go good right there. Yeah, next to the voltage. Well, let's get a pen and see if we can't get it to fit. I'll have a pen here. Give me a minute and go find a pen. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up putting it right here. We'll just hot glue it in, and we're not gonna use the wings. So we can probably just cut those off. I'll cut the one off anyway. Where's my toe clippers? They'll work. Ooh. Ouch. State of the art. There we go. Make sure we didn't damage anything. Whoa, it was pretty close to taking off the trace. Alright, that's good. So what we'll do is we'll drop it right in there. Yeah, how close we can get it to that pot. Without, we'll have to move it. Yeah, that could be an issue. We'll figure it out. So right about there. We cut those two out. Right there. And right there. So this has to go. I'll Dremel it out. This could get messy and loud. You guys are welcome to join, to stick around. Hopefully I can do this without taking it apart. Well, I'll do it anyway. Yeah, I think I blew this thing up about maybe 4 times before I realized that, well, before I came across this, and it ran all summer like this. Not one problem with it. It doesn't matter with those buck boosters, you need some kind of active cooling. And trust me, this thing is loud. There's your wiring. Okay. The pot might need to be moved. We'll see. Get this dig out. Stuff melts way too easy. It's just got to be big enough just to drop it in there, and then I can glue it the rest of the way. I don't want to overdo it. Let's get in there. So close. I don't want to take any more off the top there. Probably get a little bit closer to the outlet. Okay, this is the part where it's going to start hitting the pot. I'm going to have to move that. probably just flip it around, depending on how tight it is in there. Ooh. I don't want touching the other one, because I remember we went through this before and I ended up blowing up a FET because of that. That would suck. We could probably point it down if we got rid of those two little doodads there. They were the standoffs to hold the USB board that was in there. Originally had USB out with the inverter. Okay, so I got that sitting down. Okay, another problem. This little doodad here is a problem. Not anymore. Okay, we got that out of the way. It's good. Cool. It gives us room for our meter, as you can see. How far we gotta come over here? Still got a little bit to take over on the side here. Come on, seriously? How much more? A bit of a perfectionist here. I don't want to make sure I don't take too much off because it looks terrible. Worse than it already does, but this is a custom job, so this is to make a big difference though when I have a voltmeter, because now I can turn it on. I don't have to pull up my voltmeter to check the voltage before I charge my battery, which can be a bit of a pain if you're in a hurry. I'm just gonna drop this in here. So close. A little off that corner and a little off that corner. That should be it. There we go. Oh my God. Yeah, there we go. C is in. As much as it's going to get. There it goes. Right in there. Perfect. It's not exactly level. Who cares? It's in there. It's being held in by itself. It's not being glued or anything. Okay. So the ways this has to be wired up. These are the outputs. I gotta bring up the schematic. So red is the would be the 12 volts. So that would have to go on this wire here. Or we can just splice into that. Go right off of that. Put a piece of tape over it, or yeah, that's a nice Teflon wire. I don't want to mess with that. These are fan wire here. I did a nice job in this wiring. I think what we'll do is if I can get in there and just stick it underneath the screw, that would be nice. Okay, so red is 12 volts. Yeah, it's saying 3 volts to 30 volts. This is the power of the backboard. So we'll just stick it underneath this screw here, and that should be, yeah, that'll work. No soldering required there. Okay, so the black, which is this one, the black will go to, yeah, I guess it could go there. Doesn't really matter. It's common ground, so it doesn't really matter. I think what we'll do is we'll put the black to the negative 12 volts, and then we should be just have to put the other one to the output. Oops, didn't get it. Hopefully this should work. Oh, overdid it. Screw came loose. Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes. Please rethread. Thank you. I want to take this thing apart because of a screw. Yeah, it's good. Okay, so all we have to do is put this one on the output, which would be, doesn't really matter here. These two are, this is the red here. So we'll solder it to this pin here. I'll just move this out of the way. We'll try it. Just have to put it right there. Quick solder job here. Let's try this at home, kids. I got like no hands here. Okay. Before we close this up, we're going to give it a quick test just to see if it actually works. Or it blows up. Wouldn't be the first time I blew this up. I'm pretty sure it'll work. Okay. Let's double check everything. Nice and messy like it was before. Okay, there's our voltmeter. Let's just give it a quick test with the bench power supply at 12 volts. If we got it right, it should work. Might get a little bit loud. Okay, what's going on here? Maybe I did pull the wire out of that junction box there, but the screw came loose. Doesn't feel like anything's loose. Oh, gee, it doesn't feel like anything's loose. Couldn't figure out why it wouldn't power up. So I loosened the screw. I removed the wire. Doi. I gotta get that back in there. Looks alright. Now if I have this right, it should be adjustable, and it'll show me the adjusted voltage in the output. And I get nothing. Cool. Maybe I can't, might be the ground issue. Maybe I can't share that ground. Let's try changing the ground when it's still on. Common ground, my butt. Should have worked. Okay, what's going on here? I got that right. That is the ground. Yep. Sharing the ground with that one doesn't work. This video is going to take a while. This might not work. Okay, so then I would just share the ground with this one then. Well, let's try that. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I'll try a different voltmeter. I'm hoping that's the... Did I get that right? Yeah. Whew. Well, guess what? Didn't work. Oh well. Common ground my butt. Looks like I'm gonna need another voltmeter. Oh well. That's the end of this video. That sucked. Well, there you go, guys. Don't believe everything you read on the internet, because that should have worked. I mean, that's the way I had it wired up on my bike, so, and it was fine. Yep, she's cooked. Too bad. I just wasted $1. Later, guys.